Hello everyone, this is Rainey here. You know that because you're on the channel, but you don't know this guy if you don't follow me on Twitter. This is Griffin. He's my youngest son. He has crazy hair just like his older brother. And today he's going to walk you guys through my desktop setup, as a couple people have asked me to do a video like this. So yeah, let's walk you through my setup here. So this is what it looks like from a distance. It's rather simple little corner setup. It's pretty comfy, and I like it. A giant original Star Wars poster that I show off any chance I get. A framed picture of my eldest son, Godric, and no picture of Griffin because I'm working on that. Here you're gonna see that I have these little plastic drawers because I don't have any storage space underneath my desk or anything like that, but I actually prefer it that way because I don't want to amass any clutter inside the drawers and it just be a mess in there. Instead, what I've done is I've filed these drawers into a little miniature filing cabinet, if you will. So the top is all Apple stuff, the bottom is all other USBs like micro, mini, USB-C. This is all tools. So I like Allen keys, cable ties, some push pins, a multi-tool with a hammer. And down here is all data storage and memory. And then down here are chargers. So like my Vita charger, my DS charger, my 3DS charger are down there. This little hole is right here. Well, it's where I stick my mic arm. It's a pretty durable Rode mic arm. It came included with these cable ties attached to it so that when you have something like a mic on here and you want to manage the cable, you can basically drape it over the arm like that and have it come down. And it's great for mobility, super easy to take in and out. I never have to worry about it taking up space when I'm not using it, which is something that a lot of other mic arms don't offer, so I really like that for this one. Now this is a particularly cool piece of hardware. This is a charging stand. Now on this nifty little thing, you can charge 2 iPhones, an Apple Watch, and AirPods on it. And it's really cool, super convenient, which is great because I don't have to have a bunch of wires everywhere, because as you can probably tell, I've been trying to minimize the presence of wires on this desk because that was a real problem with my last setup. Just behind my MacBook here, I have my headphone stand. It's pretty simple. I got it on Amazon. It was like $14 with my white SteelSeries ARCTIS 7 Pros on them. Best headphones I've ever owned by far. Here, Griffin, you want to show them? As Griffin is showing you guys, these are really cool headphones, retractable mic, and the mic stand is cool because it has cable management options on the back of it. One of which is for when I want to hardwire my headphones into like a controller or something, and the other is the charger cable. Oh yeah, and right next to the Rode microphone arm adapter here is a clip-on cup holder. This is super convenient. That's right, Griffin thought it was a good idea too. Yeah. There's also this USB tower right next to my headphones that's connected to my gaming laptop that it's drawing power from. Just in case I need to charge anything on the fly or if anyone else needs to charge something and they have their own cable, you know, for whatever reason. 24-inch anti-glare matte screen monitor. You can't really go wrong with these. They're pretty standard, pretty inexpensive compared to a lot of the competition, and super reliable. I own 18 of these. One is obviously here and the rest are at Hearse Boys headquarters. So yeah, they're really reliable monitors and they're, you know, they do their job really well. This is the monitor that I play the games that I'm live streaming on, which is why the camera that I use to live stream is perched up on it so that I'm looking to, so that it, you know, it at least seems like I'm looking directly at you guys. And this is a PS4 camera that's not even plugged in, that I don't ever really use. But, you know, I have it there just in case I'm going to stream directly off the PS4 for whatever reason. The iPad, which I mostly use to edit thumbnails, and to watch my son on the baby monitor when I'm streaming, you know, after bedtime and I got to keep an eye on him. Typing on an iPad screen can get super annoying sometimes, but fortunately, I have this case that came with this nifty little keyboard. Definitely makes my life easier. Right here is my little Apple setup. So I've got an aluminum mouse pad. I won't recommend to very many of you because, yeah, no one likes to hear that shit. Yeah, Griffin doesn't like that sound either. But yeah, I don't move my mouse crazy like that. And I have these like, you know. Uh-oh. What's going on, Griffy? What's going on, Griffy? Oh, look at the little tongue. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend this. I didn't know it was as noisy as it is before I got it, But I got it already and it matches my MacBook, so, you know, aesthetics or whatever. This is one of the most uncomfortable mice I have ever held in my entire life, but it was like $100, so I'm gonna get my money's worth and put it to use. The main purpose of this MacBook, honestly, is to watch my live stream as I'm live streaming, just to gauge the quality of the live stream and like see what it looks like for my viewers. A lot of the time, a lot of new streamers tend to neglect that. The quality of your stream won't always be reflected on Twitch the same way it is on your streaming software. Here I have my ASUS Republic of Gamers laptop. It is a strong, solid, heavy-ass piece of hardware, but it's fantastic. It's never let me down once. There's never been any slowdown. RGB keyboard is a nice touch. A boatload of SSD, a crap ton of RAM. I got another aluminum mouse pad just to match this one for consistency's sake, and I have this really nice, actually really comfortable SteelSeries mouse, and this, contrast to my Apple mouse, is probably the most comfortable mouse I've ever used in my entire life. So yeah, shout out SteelSeries. Stream Deck that I never use. I've got a mouse bungee, also by SteelSeries. If you haven't invested in one of these yet, please do so. It is fantastic, and it is one of the unsung heroes of PC gaming and desktop setups. Here I have my PS4. Back there I have my my see-through base top skin modded Switch that I did myself. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild faceplate, my Pro controller there. I have a ton of other controllers back here. Game Boy Color games, Game Boy Advance games, my Battle Beavers controller, which if you didn't see the unboxing for, definitely go do that. Super recommend it. I've got Alexa up here to tell me the weather and update me on stuff. I got a controller stand that I use for my Switch Lite and makes it look really cool there. A bunch of manga, Saber Forge custom lightsaber, Switch stand over there, a bunch of handhelds, more manga, more books, miniature Gundams, a bunch of other stuff. Probably my favorite part of my entire setup is this clip-on fan, right? I'm kidding. No, it's the yeah, that's right. It's Griffin's favorite part too. It's the LifeX corner light setup. It's not specifically meant for corners, but you know, I figured I'd take advantage of the particular architecture in my apartment and in this corner right here, and just outfit it with this light bar. So I'm going to show you guys in a second. It looks really cool. Yeah. So that's what it looks like. It is really cool. You can customize it to change color. You can rotate in and out of colors. You can have it pulsate. You can have it flicker. It is really, really a really dope, really cool modular light fixture setup. So I definitely recommend it if you want to add some spice to your setup or whatever. Down here, we have a floor mat for my chair because I have carpet and it is impossible to move this thing around on the carpet. So I got a chair mat for it. My entire setup sits on an L-shaped desk. It's an L-shaped X-frame desk, and I want to get another one, but I don't want to buy the entire corner setup just to have another desk right up against this wall where that black line is where the other desk was. Here I have a regular ass white office chair, aka not a gaming chair, aka a normal human being chair. The reason I don't want a gaming chair is because they're giant, they're bulky, they are so complicated. Like, just get a regular chair, man. I don't, like the racing chair thing, like, where you going? You're sitting still for 2 hours. Who are you racing? Get a normal chair. Probably my favorite thing about my entire setup is what you see, or rather what you don't see underneath, except for one of my son's Mega Blocks down there. Don't know how he got it over there, but leave it to Godric. With the exception of this little section over here, I guess, there are no cables, or, you know, next to no cables to be seen. When you're sitting like this in this position, you can see a lot of it, but, you know, the average person is never going to be sitting at my setup. Instead, the magic happens when you get up, right? And you're close enough to it to see underneath, but far away enough not to see the machinations that I have that I have purveyed underneath this table. And under here, with the exception of a few wires, a few stragglers here and there, just the LifeX that I got recently, the USB tower that I don't know what to do with, and this black cable, which I think is for the USB-C charger. With the exception of those cables, everything is managed pretty well. if I do say so myself. Yeah, I just kind of used some cable ties and a cable management kit from Home Depot, courtesy of my son's lovely mother that did me the favor and got them for me. I used this headphones clip stand suction thing. I use this for my other headphones that I use when I'm monitoring my own sound in my own videos. If you've seen any of my other videos, you've definitely seen these sitting on my head before, but I mostly use these to manage these super long Ethernet cables because I like to have options if I need them rather than need them and not have them. That's the hub for all my my lights, all my Philips Hue lights, my capture card, my Bluetooth receiver for my headphones, another USB hub, some managed cables, and the power strip that I use for basically everything. So yeah, that's what's going on here. Hi, Giffy. Hello. You're so cute. That's pretty much my setup. If I make any like changes or whatever to this, then I'll probably update this. I'll probably turn it into like a series or something. I'm definitely gonna add another picture of my youngest son, okay? Okay, I'm not gonna leave him out of my setup. Probably gonna add some art to the walls over here, just like, you know, maybe cover some of this empty space that appears a lot on camera. That's it. So any changes or any additions, I'll definitely be updating this. I'll put it in a playlist or something, and I'll let you guys know. So yeah, that's basically my entire setup. If you have any questions or anything, and if I get enough questions about a particular thing in the comments, then I'll probably just make a whole other video answering those questions for you guys. I'm watching Godless right now. It is fantastic. So yeah, that's my setup. Thank you guys for hanging out and for checking this out. And I will see you guys next time.